micro. It takes some pretty crazy micro to deal with speed upgraded banelings, especially on creep. So it's a pretty hard counter. The Zerglings, not the best at huge numbers of Marines, but they're of course used to get this around and hopefully take out some siege tanks once all the Marines are dead. And Muta's not the best against Marines, but you know what? Once the Marines are all baneling exploded, there's nothing to shoot up, so your Mutas can just kind of go nuts. But I'm not doing the best job of scouting here. I don't think I have any idea he's taking his third. I don't have much of an idea about anything right now. I have a Zergling hugging the wall here. That's pretty interesting. Don't have the second watchtower either. That could be helpful. But something I've not done, and he is just mealing away. This is lovely meals, getting him so many minerals, and he's doing a great job. Took his third faster than I did. I'm now taking my fourth. This medevac is just hanging out. Pretty good idea by Gookie, but I have my mutas out now. I had no idea this was full at the time. I remember just attack moving and dealing with something else, so yeah, I probably lost a muta or two, didn't I? Yeah, lost one muta, I believe, there. But did clean up that medevac full of Marines. Good on him to unload and try to get some damage done. Got a ton of banelings, ton of Zerglings, got a bunch of mutas here. And Gookie is getting a decent amount of tanks. He's got 5 siege tanks here in different states of siege. 4 sieged up and 1 kind of ready to roll out. That's what they say when they come out of the factory. Well done, hamster sales, well done. I'm coming in here for some muta harass, not the scariest muta harass in the world. I've got 6 mutas, but can still do some damage with that. 6 mutas should be enough to take out a turret, especially with 2 more reinforcing mutas. He does kill 1 straight away, and he is pulling his workers off. Does not want them killed horribly by glaive worms. Does he get another muta? No, not yet. Get my mutas back to a nice position here, and I'm getting some free hits on SCVs. Pretty good harass, stopping mining. He's not pushing out right now, so this is all just free damage. Moving with the Marines finally to try to clean this up. Am I going to get the refinery? Is it going to repair? I get the refinery. Does it kill any mutas? Nope. Escape scot-free. So that's a pretty decent muta harass. That's what you want to do. Keep your opponent in the base, get some free damage, and reinforce with tons of mutas back at your base. This is a pretty good job. I've moved my spines down from my natural to try to defend this middle area. On this map, if you kind of control this low ground here with lots of spine crawlers, you have pretty good access to 4 bases here, and it's not too hard to get these 2. Obviously, these are going to be the most susceptible to pushes, so you want to be really sure you have a much better army to defend those 2 bases. But right now, I'm only 7 supply over my Terran opponent, and with this type of army mix, a super mobile yet fairly dangerous army, you still want to have a superior supply count to your Terran opponent, which I don't have at the moment. Yeah, it looks like he's completely unsieging, ready to move out here. You know, I really think I should more often try to attack this kind of Terran push while it's in transit. It's so much less strong. The siege tanks are not sieged up, they're just running along. I'm electing just to chill here and produce 8 more mutas. Use that defender's advantage, but he is going to be able to siege up if I don't take action soon here, and that could be devastating for my chances of success. Is he going to start sieging here? This is a pretty smart place. A lot of cover here, not a lot of routes to run lings and those melee units that I so depend on. So we'll see how successful I am positioning mutas and banelings from this top position. Am I going to get any baneling hits on these Marines? Get a few, take out a tank with some banelings. That's not so good. And he does massive damage to my banelings there with tanks. And these mutas are not going to be nearly enough to clean up these Marines. Not sure what the mutas are doing there, but not getting a lot of damage done to the Marines. And that was not very good. He has a lot of things with guns and cannons heading toward my 3rd and 4th bases, so not looking good for me. I'm going to try to escape these drones, or I'm just going to leave them to their fate. Oh, that's unfortunate. Had a lot of larvae there, but backs his Marines up wisely. Get some hits on my mutas. Some good defense there. I've got a lot of mutas. I should consider just going straight up with these Marines. I try it, but ooh, I lose a lot of mutas very quickly, and I'm forced to retreat again. I should probably be using these guys to try to pick off additional reinforcements, although not when the additional reinforcements looks like that of Thor and tons of Marines and tanks. Not looking good for me. I'm going to be on 3 base right now. Good on you, Broodling, trying to kill some Marines by forcing the tanks to kill their brothers. So haphazard, those tanks shooting their buddies, but not looking good for me. Gookie is wiping the floor with my 3rd. Sure to move to my 4th since it's so obvious because these drones were running back to this base to return their long distance mined minerals. And yep, just gonna move in with these Marines. Tanks are vulnerable for the moment. How many mutas do I have left? Only 11 mutas. I guess they, you know, I should be picking up these tanks with them, but I have no idea. I'm cowering back here with them, and I'm just trying to muster some kind of defensive force to deal with this. I really felt like I had this game in the bag at this point, but Guki able to muster a terrifying force. Let's see if I can hold this push. He's got 5 medevacs and 6 siege tanks, and let's just call it a fuck ton of Marines. 8 times 5 plus 7. 63, I think. So he has 63 Marines. That seems like a lot. You know what? I have the... Oh, he's got 85 total. Some more back here at base. So yeah, wow. That might be pretty accurate. I was all bragging about my ability to do basic math, but I'm not so sure about it now. Positioning these mutas on the high ground and scan going off. I think you might be able to see those mutas with that scan. No, I didn't get much high ground vision. I'm moving in here with a desperation attack now, trying to catch him out of position, but minimal Baneling damage, and my mutas are massacred. Muta massacre, mainly muta massacre there. And he is going to be able to push up this ramp. Will he kill all these Banelings before they morph? Why am I rallying them backwards? Yeah, there we go. Down the ramp. Go, go, go. No Baneling explosions. No win for me. GG, I say. GG, Guki. Hopefully you're not racist. You just like the sound of Guki. And you played very well. So, I could definitely have played that better, but in the end, my Terran opponent took that game for me. You know, I wasn't floating tons of minerals, especially towards the end, so nothing terrible I could point to. You know, maybe I definitely should not have let this third go up so easily, and now a fourth. That was probably the turning point, letting a Terran get on 3 base for free. I did some okay muta harass, but just didn't have my economy in full force. Got outplayed by Guki. Was a fun game. I finally managed to cast a loss. It wasn't too embarrassing. And let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and go check out those guys who casted my games so generously. Havoc2727, Havoc with a K, and the Casting Panda. They are under my subscription, so you can check that out at my channel. And awkward sign off. GG as always.